What's up guys, welcome to this new episode of Road to 1900 Rapid. Now, I haven't uploaded this series in quite a while. I actually haven't played Rapid Chess in a while, so this is going to be the first time in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm excited for it, I hope you guys are too, and let's dive into the game. Okay, so we're playing with the black pieces against the 1641 to be exact. So let's see, I'm already close to 1700, I guess the first kind of milestone in this series. I actually don't know if I've actually gained the rating of 1700 this series so far. But I need at least 2 games. So this game I won't be able to get it, but maybe next game. So let's see. He's playing some weird kind of Sicilian defense. Actually, I played the Sicilian defense, but normally, of course, you play an open Sicilian or maybe even a closed one. But this one I'm not very familiar with. So I guess I will just play some moves that seem to make sense, like e6. And yeah, I'm excited for this game. Actually, I've played a couple of Rapid games so far, and what I really like about Rapid chess, if I compare it with Blitz chess, is for sure that you have more time to actually think about the moves. I guess like Blitz chess, bullet chess is all about intuition. It's great for content, of course. Most of my shorts content I actually gain from Blitz chess, because it's like easy. You can play many games in a short period of time and get quick highlights. But of course, I generally like Rapid chess more, because it gives you more time to think about kind of the beauty of the game. To be honest, actually. So let's see here. I guess I can simply play knight to c6. I take this pawn. Of course, my bishop is a little bit unhappy so far, but I can develop it maybe on b7 or maybe even a6. Or I can maybe play even e5 now. It's a little bit of a waste of time, because I could have played e5 immediately. But let's see. e5, he probably will push. I can even go here maybe. There it takes. I take back. It's a little bit risky. I might play a6 as well to prevent any pieces to come to g5. I quite like playing a kind of a Najdorf style, which I normally play with a6 and b5, and then put the bishop on b7 maybe. Because if I put the bishop on b7, I also put a lot of pressure on the center. So he plays kind of passive here, which I like to see. Now bishop b7, rook to c8 looks very sensible. So let's go here. Okay, so I see. I wanted to play h3 to prevent knight g4 to attack the bishop. Okay, now I assume rook to c8 makes a lot of sense. Of course, I'm already... I'm not threatening any tactics, because after takes, the knight is defended. But maybe I can take this pawn, if he doesn't defend the knight. Because after takes, I can take the knight. Let's see what he does. I guess a rook to c1 makes a lot of sense. Wow, okay, that's also sensible. Of course, now I have to always calculate after I play h6. Bishop takes. I don't think it's immediately losing for me, but I don't see the point of playing h6. I might just double up here, although then maybe rook to c8 is not all that great for me. Maybe simply queen to d7. Maybe rook d8. White has more space, which is not to my advantage. But I don't think I'm in any danger immediately, at least. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I have to consider pushing one of the pawns, but which one? I guess this makes sense to go here. Although I'm not sure. I'm also not sure like what white will do, because of course white can push one of the pawns as well at some point, which I also have to be careful about. Actually, I'm not sure I like it, because my queen is defended, which is nice. I guess rook d8 makes sense. It's actually an interesting position, because really the question is, who is going to commit first in the center? Is it white or black, and with which pawn? Which is always difficult to assess which pawn you should push in positions like this. Because I guess white has a little bit of an advantage, because their pieces are way more active actually. So I guess this makes a lot of sense. I might have to be careful about that, simply because the bishop gets very active, and yeah, he goes for it. Initially I just wanted to take, but maybe that isn't right. I can consider maybe knight d5 as well. Takes. I might have to go knight d5 anyways after that. And knight e8 also makes some sense. I guess we'll take. It opens up this file as well, maybe. It depends on how it takes. It takes with the pawn, indeed. Okay, is it... Okay, he is actually threatening this, because after takes, he can take the queen. Actually, yeah, he can. So maybe I should just go here. Takes. I guess I have to go for it. I don't really have any other option. Of course, I will analyze the game after this match as well. Which is always interesting. He cannot go for this now, of course, because I can simply take. And if he takes, I guess I will just have to take with the pawn. I can free move it. So I'm really interested if this pawn push was actually correct or not. Okay, wait. Oh, he takes my... That's actually annoying. I didn't see that. I don't know if it's like too bad for me. I can even sacrifice maybe. Takes. Can I sacrifice that? I'm kind of tempted, although it's like I don't have enough knowledge about chess to actually evaluate if that's actually bad for me or not. Because of course I can also play just rook to e8, which actually seems like the good move, because it also pressures this pawn. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy. I might even can play bishop d8. But again, actually my intuition says it was not bad to sacrifice, but I didn't see anything concrete, which is always somewhat annoying. Okay, very clever move. I cannot take. Sorry, I cannot take because queen takes. It's actually interesting. No, it isn't. Because after takes, I lose my bishop as well. So I guess I'm going to lose a pawn maybe. So I might actually have to sacrifice. Although, wait. Yeah, my bishop is a little bit misplaced, because if I was able to play knight e7, I should be fine. Let's see, maybe queen e6. Queen e6 seems a tricky move. I will go for it. Actually, that's not a great move at all. He can simply take. But then maybe queen g6. Maybe, okay. Yeah. Queen e6, maybe. But then maybe even knight to h4. So maybe this instead to attack the pawn. But I kind of like my queen on this this file, because it also pressures the bishop there. I guess I will go here, and after knight, I have to. I'm just hoping basically he won't play knight to h4. And if he does, maybe I'm at least I'm not losing the queen. I don't think. Knight h4, queen h5. I do have some pressure on this pawn. And I guess if he takes, I'll take with the bishop. I will definitely take with the bishop, actually. He goes there. Okay, so I do have some sacrifices. Okay, this is defended. Oh, this is very complicated because I cannot take because queen takes. I also cannot take here. This actually doesn't seem too ridiculous, although it really is, I think. Yeah, okay, I will go for it, actually. It seems like a completely bad move. But it might not be. I'm defending the bishop. I'm also attacking the bishop. And I also defend this pawn. Very important, because after knight h4, I have to move the queen. Okay, he won't play knight h4 now, because I will take the bishop. So he takes... Okay, saw that. But I figured I can just... Actually, this loses, isn't it? Takes... Takes and takes. Wow. I'm just losing, I guess. I thought I played a clever move, but it really wasn't so clever. Or is there anything? If I take, then takes. So I guess I will give him my bishop. He'll take here. Ah, wait, I can take the knight maybe. Maybe it actually isn't that clear. This definitely is the only try for me. So let's see. I guess he's going to take. Huh? I'm still down a pawn though, which is not pleasant, but it's better be down pawn than a piece. That's for sure. But my time is also getting low, which I don't really like. I do have some ideas maybe of rook here at some point. Let's see, he's definitely looking for kind of some way to end the game immediately, but I don't think it's here. I hope it is. It isn't here, but you never know. He takes. Okay, so I guess I have to take. Okay, I don't think it matters too much how. He might double up. The problem is my bishop is such a bad piece here. Oh yeah, he doubles up. I guess I have to take here though. I guess I will take and go here. I'm down a pawn still, but at least my bishop can get active maybe. If he takes. And I also have some checks now, so it isn't completely over yet. I guess I can pre-move this. I'm lucky. Okay. He didn't have any back ranks, but I'm kind of lucky he doesn't have access to here. So otherwise it would be annoying. Rook b8, queen b8. Okay, so it's bishop versus knight and down one pawn, which of course isn't ideal, but considering how the position looked a couple of moves ago, I'm actually not too unhappy with it. Bishop b6 is an idea. I also have to create some space here in a moment. Actually, okay, I can go here because I covered the square as well, so I will go for it. Let's double check. Yeah, first the bishop is defended by the queen. I guess simply h6 or h5. I will play next move. The next move. Goes there. Okay, so now he's going for for simple checkmate. So I guess I'll just go here. Also to prevent this knight from jumping in. I think that's the better move. If I compare it with h5. And I also have some checks again, so maybe queen b1. Pressuring this pawn as well. I have some ideas actually, now I think about it. Of course, the annoying thing is that the position is like really like symmetrical. Like all the pawns are on the same side. I don't have any passed pawns I can use. I can create maybe one at some point, but I don't think so. And white simply has an extra pawn on the king side. He cannot push, which is okay. He plays back, which is not what I expected actually, because I expected him to play more active. But I guess it's fine. He defends, of course, this kind of weak pawn. Funny move here. I do have queen to g3, but, well, I don't threaten anything, which is the problem. Maybe I do, actually. No, I don't, because I was thinking about maybe queen g3 and then bishop c7 to go after this pawn, but then... Okay, I have to play faster. Let's go here. Of course, after bishop c7, he can defend. But I will say my bishop is quite strong if I compare it to his knight. Okay, wow. Gets out of the check. Let's see. We'll go back maybe. I don't know. That's not a great move actually. But after bishop c7, I mean, he will just defend. Yeah, he's playing passive, but it's difficult to actually infiltrate. Now I have a strong move though, because I take both the knight and the pawn. And okay, if he blocks, I can actually trade because I win the pawn. And then it's bishop versus knight, and that should actually be my favor for sure, because these pawns are on black squares, blue squares in my case, but you get it. So this simply a fork. Is that, okay, you can give some. Okay, I guess I should take, right? Maybe I can even push here next. But I'm okay. I'm low on time. I have to move the bishop. Ah, that's actually annoying. I have to go here maybe. At least this pawn is defended. I'm still looking at this pawn as well. Okay, I have to go here. Oh, my internet connection is gone. You have to be kidding me. Okay, it's back. I don't really... I have to go here. This is tense. I guess maybe here. He's probably going to flag me, but I'm still... He's also low on time. Okay. I need to be careful about some kind of repetition. Ah, now I lose. Okay, but I will still play on. I can take there, though. That's actually a bad move, because I pinned myself. He has to be quick. I only have this pawn, basically. That's my only hope at creating any chances for myself. He's playing weird moves, though. Like, very passive moves, I guess. As long as he cannot queen trade as well, I should be fine. I pinned myself again, by the way. Wait, okay, I cannot push. Let's go here. I feel like he's panicking. Although I'm even lower on time. I could have taken. I could have simply taken. Wow. Yeah, he's blundering it that way. I can still take. let's go back. He has a draw, maybe. He's taking his time, but I'm also not very quick. I made a bad pre-move. Can I win on time somehow? I won! He should have just taken a pawn. Wow. This is insane. I play Rapid I play Rapid because I don't like time scrambles. I like having my time and it ends like this. Insane. Let's analyze it quickly. Because I feel like the game was still interesting enough to post in this series. Because I feel like the opening and middle game were quite interesting. I'm very curious towards the pawn push, but man, the time scramble was insane. Okay, so let's quickly analyze this game. I was interested in a couple of moments for sure in the middle game. The opening was kind of, okay, he played an elephant. And I'm not too familiar with kind of this opening in general. I'm more comfortable in the open Sicilian. Computer is lagging a little bit because the Stockfish is loading, of course, and my internet is pretty bad. But then, okay, this is actually interesting because the computer actually likes a sequence of moves, right? It likes putting the pawn on b5 and putting the bishop on b7, which I'm happy about. Okay, and here I believe my opponent played, no, not here, but yeah, I tried to analyze this game before, but it was lagging so much. So I've seen some of the moves before, but yeah, but here I'm actually interested because I thought this move was very strong. E5, simply because, well, white has basically developed all their pieces into the game, so the pieces are on quite good squares. The same goes for me, by the way, but at some point you have to commit to something, right? Like either d5, e5, or I have to do something. It's interesting because the computer likes just maneuvering the queen around, maybe even to actually queen c2 makes sense to line up this and then play for e5. That makes sense. But I guess d5 makes sense from the standpoint that this bishop gets active, and well, the computer didn't like it though, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But I think if the computer dislikes it, you have to deal with it. That's basically it. And here it's interesting actually. I missed a move here, which is a knight takes e5, which is so interesting. And the reason why this works is because after takes I have to move queen d7, attacking both knights here, which just wins the piece back. And also have some pressure, of course, on this file as well. But that didn't happen. Because I only really thought about moving the knight, because I was thinking if I move the knight back, well, I lose my rook basically, because after takes, queen takes, rook takes, and rook takes, of course I simply lose a piece and I'm losing, and my bishop is in trouble, and this I can basically resign that. But so I don't think it's too bad of a move. The computer doesn't like it. And I just said what I think doesn't matter, but I didn't dislike it. I simply didn't see the tactic there of taking on e5. I took back, and this move was really strong, and I didn't really see that move at all. And here I was thinking about sacrificing the rook, maybe queen to the e6, takes, maybe even taking with the bishop to get it to a more active square. But I don't have enough here, basically. That's because I don't really have any active plans, and my opponent still has much more space. And in this case, my sacrifice doesn't really pay off. So I didn't sacrifice, which I'm always tempted to sacrifice some kind of material in the game. I don't know why, it's not a great habit. But here, yeah, this was also a move which I thought was really strong. But it turns out it's actually not that good. But I didn't find the right move. I had to play this. and after takes, I can play... What's the mover, actually? The mover is queen e6. Wow. And why does this work? There has to be some kind of sequence. I take the bishop. So let's see. Again, the computer is very slow. So here the move is... Okay, let's say white goes back. The only move apparently is to take here. Ah, of course, now I can take the bishop. This makes sense. Actually, I should have seen that. But let me show very quickly. Of course, if black moves back, I can take the bishop. So the best move is for white to sacrifice. So at least they get a pawn back. But I missed that move. So let's go back. I'm actually going to turn off the lines simply because hopefully it will go a little bit quicker. So this is my analysis, and I moved my rook, and here I played the wrong move. Yeah, again a tactical shot I didn't see, which I have to get better at. This move is fine though. I was kind of worried about knight h4, but I was thinking maybe queen h5. I should be fine. Although to be fair, queen f4 there. Ah, but I can take, of course. So yeah, knight h4 doesn't make sense at all because I can take it in the first place. That was too bad. I really, sometimes I miss the easiest stuff and then I find like very complicated stuff at the same time, in the same game. But here I went back, and this here for a second I thought I was losing. Not for a second, I took like a minute to figure this out. But I'm actually lucky because if white takes, I can take the knight. Because otherwise I'm just down a piece, and here after takes. I'm still down a pawn. This isn't great, but at least I don't lose a piece, which is the more important thing. So we actually traded into some kind of endgame basically. The next couple of moves are basically all trades. And I think this trade was not, yeah, this trade was not great for white, simply because my bishop is so bad on e7. Like, it's completely shut down basically by the pawns, right? And by the knight. It doesn't have any squares, and I really want to reroute my bishop. Of course, it makes sense from white's perspective to trade. But actually, I actually like this because my bishop gets very active. Again, very important move here. Even the computer agrees. I just don't want to allow any kind of knight h5 in the future. Sorry, knight g5. So back. And here, it already was kind of a time scramble. He played very passively, my opponent, which wasn't my advantage. Although right here, yeah, this is a mistake because white was able to pick up the bishop, and this whole sequence is insane. Actually, that's nice. Yeah, this was okay. I already should have sacrificed here, but yeah, this is very nice for my opponent. And here it's basically time scramble, which actually at half a minute here, my opponent had a full minute. So it's a very tiny miracle I won eventually. I was looking at some counterplay with this pawn. And here my opponent just blundered knight. He played knight here, right? Yeah. I didn't even take it, but I took it on the next move. And here, now it's even, now now it's simply a draw. And of course I made a bad pre-move in the end. After a couple of moves. Of course, this really isn't too interesting to me anymore, because this is simply making moves and hoping you don't blunder anything. Because of course, right here, I believe, yeah, I played a very bad move, of course, because my opponent can take. But already here, I just was pre-moving everything, and it paid off. I don't really have to analyze the end of the game. I guess I will show it, although the computer lags very bad. He was able to make a draw in the end, actually, but he was also betting on himself to win, although right here, at 6 seconds, he had 3 seconds, so he should have made the draw. But of course, when you're up a queen, you really don't want to make the draw. But yeah, when he took, I was very happy because, well, it was my only shot at trying to win this game on time. And here, yeah, I guess maybe I don't think he should. Actually, this is funny because I almost was stalemated. If he takes for the pawn, it's stalemate. That's kind of a funny ending as well. Of course, it's all a draw if he takes, because I don't have any material, but it was actually difficult to figure out. Of course, he can simply take, but then I still run and probably at least make a draw, but he should have taken the pawn, even if it's stalemate. But yeah, that was the game for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to see more. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode.